Les to go into executive section, second by Joe. I kept minutes, and Joe motioned to come out of executive session, and Stan seconded. All ayes.
Thank you, Shelley. Item number 7. What's the pleasure of the board to discuss possible action regarding pertaining to Sand Ridge? We're going to table that, Sonia, or are we?
I would say you take no action. And we're still in negotiations. We'll put it back on whenever we have something to bring.
Okay.
To bring in.
If I hear no motion, then we'll move to item number 8. I think Todd has chosen a bank that we can feel secure with. And would you make that announcement, Todd?
Yes, Central National Bank has been chosen as our bank, and we have signature cards for everyone to sign.
Is there a motion to approve that?
I make that motion.
Motion by Les. Second?
Second.
Second by Stan. Discussion? Call the roll.
Campbell.
Yes.
Holder.
Yes.
Bixler. Yes. Royster. Yes. Sutter.
Yes. Thanks for doing that, Todd. Number 9. Sonia, do you want to address that contract services with David Cox, land surveyor?
I think I'll let Todd.
Todd?
There's site surveys that will need to be done at the Avard property. David was working for the courthouse when they did the mapping project and has infinite knowledge of the Avard area. When talking to the single source rail contractor that we think, the contractor that we engineer that we think we're going to use, when asked if David could supply local vendors and if he could satisfy the needs of at least part of the site survey, the answer was yes, at least on the preliminary stuff. When they talked about total amount of expenditure, they're talking about a line item that would be less than $5,000. And so it's my recommendation at this time to enter into a contract with David Cox for doing the surveys and surveying that will need to be done for the rail project. And I would recommend that we do it on an hourly rate, and I think he will do it that way and do it as we need it. And we can put a cap on it if you'd like.
Is that a motion?
It's kind of a long one. I'd make a motion that we enter into a contract with David Cox for land surveying.
Second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Royster. Discussion?
Or you gonna put a cap on it?
What's the pleasure of the board?
Todd.
I think we can put a cap on it for $5,000. He said it would not go over that at everything that they talked about they would need done. So I think we can cap it at $5,000. In the event we need to come back with another contract, we can do that. But I like staying at $5,000. I don't think we'll hit that, but that way we can keep everything on the up and up. Know where our expenses are.
Stan, you made the second. Do you object to his amendment to his motion? And the way I understand it, if we're hiring a professional surveyor, we do not need to put that out for competitive bids, but if Sonia would check on that, are you of the same opinion, Sonia?
The amount that we talked with him and what we're doing, that keeps us under the yes.
And you verified that,
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Any other discussion? Call the roll.
Camus.
Yes.
Holder.
Yes.
Bixler.
Yes.
Royster. Yes. Sutter.
Yes. Any new business? Any remarks by citizens? We don't have any citizens, do we?
I can't be, I'm not a citizen. I'm not employed by the board, so can I make a comment?
Sure can.
We had a good set of companies here this last week, and discussions were very positive. Todd and I went to the site with the engineer and David Cox, and I felt like this was one of the, if not the best turkey hunt that we've had for our companies, and that we had here, and the energy that there was and positive. And I was very, very pleased. So I'd like to thank you guys for what you're doing, because this is really, as Todd said, I mean, it's really got some momentum everywhere.
And Skip Cal was here from Burlington Northern,
Yes.
and we had a couple of representatives from Sand Ridge.
We had an additional company that was here from,
I'm not sure where they're based at. I think in Arkansas, weren't they? Or maybe Tennessee.
Tennessee, I believe. And it will be a big user of the rail.
Very
Contract with the rail.
Yeah. Very fascinating industry. Very, very fascinating. Renewable resource type industry that could be coming that is very interested. And
It's another one that's kind of come out of the woodworks.
and it's totally non-energy related. I mean, as far as their principle, it's not energy. It's not an energy related. So it's diversified from where the efforts are already centered.
And the Lieutenant Governor also viewed our project and viewed the road and indicated that he'd help any way he could.
Was there any of the rock company representatives here?
He was unable to attend. His parents were having some health issues. So,
See, this rock deal,
but I can tell you,
it can benefit Woodward County too.
they have received a very favorable rate.
Because see, everybody's, well, the two major rock players are Martin Marietta and Belize out of Godibo. But there's a small company's jumped in there, because I read it in the that bi-weekly thing in the Woodward paper, and their commissioners voted, their chairman of their commissioners said they'd use Mountain View, Godibo, and Carnegie. See, it's moving north. That deal at Enid, they've upped their rates where this county can't afford. I don't know how they say that, but they say they can't afford to go to Enid to get their rock because he's maybe tripled the price. I think those truckers just like to drive to Godibo.
Well, the rock industry is one that...
It's big.
Yeah, we've looked at it and continue to look at it.
See, we have the one south of Freedom. I can't think the Allied, is it? But they've got the monopoly. I mean, they've got the corner on that. And they forced RBJ out. And they've moved out that quarry. Got one at Shamrock and one in Louisiana. But Allied won't just sell to just anybody.
Other comments? Motion to adjourn?
I move.
Second?
I second.
We're adjourned. Stout, we appreciate you coming.
Thank you. Is there any way we can characterize the executive session to say that this is a routine part, or it's anything we can say about that?
I think there's negotiation going on,
Okay.
and they're somewhat sensitive. And, we would all love to give a report that we have a done deal, but because they are the nature that they are, we probably shouldn't comment at this time.
I understand. Okay.
Do we have to sign those cards?
Yes.
And I might note that well, we've had 4 meetings, and we've had everybody here every meeting, and I'm sure pleased with that.
Do we get anything for attendance in it?
Get perfect attendance star?
The second or third of May,
Clap.
what's that fall?
Would you like me to clap
Is the
again?
second or third of May on a Tuesday? I'll miss that one.
Okay.
I've got that first meeting Tuesday, I've got a granny feed meeting down in Oklahoma City I gotta go to.
Understand. We'll see kind of what
I'm
we're.
retired, but I'm still involved a little.
I'd ask that each of you review the minutes of April 12th, 2011.
I move we approve them.
Have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any corrections? Secretary can call the roll.
Camus,
Here.
Holder,
Aye.
Yes.
Bixler. Yes. Royster, yes. Sutter.
Yes. I guess before we enter into executive session, Sonia, you might give us a report about the $1 million grant, whether we got that filed and where we are on that particular part of this project.
It's filed, but we haven't had any reply yet.
A little bit early.
Could be. I mean, we just hand delivered it to them on Wednesday morning. And then now in the Department of Commerce, they were involved with the turkey hunt as well. So I'm gonna say that might be cutting a little close.
Anything else that you, we can't make any decision, but anything else you want to share with us before we go into the executive session?
No, there's the one last Tuesday.
We have an executive session for the purpose of conferring on matters pertaining to the economic development, including the financing and the creation of a proposal to entice Sandridge to locate in Woods County. Is there a motion to enter into executive session?
I move.
Moved by Les Camus. Second,
Second.
by Joe Royster. Discussion? Call the roll.
Camus,
Aye.
Holder,
Yes.
Bixler.